Hello everyone, welcome to another Celestial Cryptoverse video. Today I will be replacing a bunch of PCIe cables. As you can see, got 8 of these Silverstone PCIe extended cables and these Y-split cables on Amazon. This is supposed to be one of the better ones, which is UL listed. Cable quality looks pretty good. This is Silverstone brand, and the cables to these look pretty good too. As you can see, the quality. The gauge looks pretty thick, and it's from a well-known brand, Silverstone. Cables were quite expensive, but the reason why I need to get these replaced on my rig is because I did a big no-no on these mining rigs. As you can see here, this will be going to my 16 P104 rigs that I have been running for a while, but as you can see, I am using SATA connectors, which in the mining world is a big no-no. Why, do you ask? Well, these SATA connectors came with the risers, and I didn't know better, and I've been using it. I haven't had issues with it, but each of these SATA connectors, I have 4 of them plugged into one power outlet on the power supply. But these connectors are bad because one strand on these 4 connectors pulls only 54 watts for one. And what's been happening is these risers can pull up to 75 watts of power, which can cause these wires to actually get hot if the video card draws that power, and cause these cables to melt and potentially cause a fire on the rig. So I have 4 of them hooked on right now, which is a big no-no. I've been running it for several months, so I got lucky, nothing happened, but as I was researching mining online, I noticed that that's definitely a big no-no. So never use these SATA cables that came with the risers. Just get rid of them. You're better off using the PCIe or the Molex connector. But if you use the Molex, you can only connect 2 Molex per riser per strand. But right now, I'm just going to tap into the PCIe and extend it down, because PCIe cables one strand could go up to 288 watts, I believe, for the 8-pin. So right now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace all of these, get rid of all of the SATA connections on here. Just use it for the hard drive that I'm running on and the fans. And for the risers and the video card, I will be using the newer cable and using the PCIe connection so that the power is good and that I won't cause a fire on this rig. So I've been very fortunate that this hasn't happened. And I think the reason why is because I also have a 1600 watt power supply running 8 of these cards, and then there's a 1600 watts running. But still, that's not a good reason, because those wires, these SATA wires, only one strand could handle up to 54 watts, and I'm daisy chained 4 strands at once. So yeah, I'm glad that nothing burnt out. I did, however, had a couple of wires that did kind of got hot and kind of got brown, and a couple of them actually did burn out on me, actually, and I didn't realize it was a SATA connection until now. But it didn't catch fire. The wire just kind of got brittle, and it just kind of broke connection. So I'll show you another video on that. But yeah, just be very careful with these guys. Make sure that you use the PCIe, and make sure that there's enough power for your video card and your risers. So I'm going to pull this rig down from this mining shelf that I have, and I will go ahead and replace the wires right now. So yeah, yep, that's what I'm going to do. That should put my mind at ease and give enough power for all the rigs that I'm running on. And I actually did it on this rig already the other day. So I need to work on getting the other two, but buying these cables are kind of expensive. So I do have a smoke detector set up close by and a couple fire extinguishers just in case, but I will be replacing all the cables, SATA cables on all of these rigs. So I just got 2 more rigs that I need to do it now. So I'm going to pull this rig down and I'm going to work on it right now. Alright, so the rig's down, and as you can see, it's kind of dusty. It's sitting in my garage, so I need to air it out a little bit. But yep, this is my 16 P104 rig. 8 video cards on the top, 8 video cards on the bottom. So yeah, so I need to clean up the fans and clean up this wire a little bit and get rid of these SATA cables. So I'll do that right now. So here is everything installed. That's all the cables that I pulled from the system. All the SATA cables, won't be using any of that. Everything is now powered by PCIe. Now, cable management could be better, but that's the least of my concern. My concern now is that the power is all good now. So I'm going to now plug this up, put it back on the shelf, plug it up, and make sure everything's hashing fine. Wow, can't believe I was using that many SATA cables. That's crazy. Don't use these, guys. Toss these when you get them. Here's the rig, everything up and ready. Here's the risers. Everything's booting up good, and shouldn't have any issues now with the power, and I will feel a lot better now knowing that I have enough power for my video cards. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.